Good morning, afternoon, evening, YouTube, whenever you are watching this. So it's Wednesday the 23rd of October. Wednesday today is anterior, which actually it wouldn't usually be, but I've had quite a bit of a messed up training schedule recently, just with lots of social events going on. So I was kind of gonna maybe run through that a little bit in this video, just in terms of how I'm kind of managing my off season and my reverse from my diet at the moment, based on just having a lot going on, like socially and stuff, and how I've kind of almost switched up my priorities a little bit at the moment, because I'm not having weeks where it's just like 7 days a week on it with the nutrition kind of thing, or even the training. So I'm kind of going to talk a little bit about that and how I'm managing it all at the moment. But I'll show you a little bit about what I'm eating as well. Currently this has been a pre-workout meal for a long time, so depending where I get my sausages from, I'll either have 4 or 5 because the macros are different. So these ones are the little sausages. I can have 4 of these for 25 grams of protein, and then I've got 200 grams of potatoes, which is just about 25 grams of carbs as well, and 52 grams of avocado, which works out at 10 grams of fat. So that's how this meal looks. And then I put 2 grams of pink salt on top. So I break up my salt intake of 8 grams throughout the day via 2 gram servings. So I'll have, 3 gram servings, sorry. I'll have 3 grams with two of my savoury meals. Ideally would break it up into 2 gram servings, but I only have 2 savoury meals a day, and I am not putting salt on stuff like oats. I know some people do that, but for me, no me gusta. So yeah, it goes on to 2 of my savoury meals, 3 grams each. And then I have 2 grams in my intra as well. And that's how I'm managing things at the moment. So yeah, pre-workout is about to go in. I'm gonna go and train anterior, which is, push. So push and quads and some biceps as well. I'm not gonna film the session because you've literally seen it in my last video. I might film a couple of top sets or something like that, but that'll be about it. Just move on with the rest of the video after that. So at the moment, my EAA of choice is the loaded EAAs from CMP. So I have 10 grams of this. I literally just go with the serving suggestion. It tells me on the tub. I've got the fruit salad one at the moment. I've also got the watermelon one, or it's called Big Juicy Melons, but it's essentially watermelon. I think I prefer the watermelon one, to be fair, but I'm just using up fruit salad at the moment. And then I've got creatine from Train by JP. So I add 5 grams of that into my intra workout as well. And then finally, the 2 grams of pink salt, which goes into my intra workout as well, for the hydration, for the pumps, and we hope to get a good one. So really basic. I've got Pro Plus, which I think this is like 100 milligrams of caffeine. Yep. So 100 milligrams of caffeine goes in one of these, because I'm just feeling a little bit tired at the moment, and I want a good session, to be fair, because it's my 3rd session in a row now. It's Wednesday, so I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday generally, and yeah, I'm just by this 3rd session, I'm generally feeling quite tired, and I want it to be a good one. So I just have a pump formula here as well, with it being, well, the first portion of the session's push anyway, and then it finishes with biceps, so wouldn't mind getting a nice pump. When it comes to like a leg day, I'm less inclined to have a pump because you can't really see it in your legs. I know it's not all about the visuals, but generally I'm here for the visuals, so that's what I'm going to do. Just mix it in together, a little bit more caffeine, which I will drink on the way to the gym, and then we get going. Shoes on there. Just got your feet like slipping. Just barefoot. Yeah, it's annoying. It's like there was no stability basically. I was just locked in at the top but not the bottom. Well, that was a good old productive session. Happy days. Took me a while, but that was because just of the people in the gym, in the sense of just chatting. Like, I feel like more and more so now that gym is becoming a really good community, and yeah, it would be incredibly rare if I went in and like didn't, you know, have a good chat with people in there, because like you pretty much get to a point where you know everyone because it's a nice small gym. So yeah, it was nice to just chat between sets, to be fair. Sometimes it's nice, like on a day like today when I just know I've got a bit more time. So yeah, nothing that too urgently needs doing today that I couldn't sort of take my time. So it was a nice session. Biceps are feeling full of blood because I just finished a session with them. If you did watch my last video, you'll remember. If you want to see my session and have a full breakdown of my exercise selection and why I've done the session the way I have, then feel free to watch the previous video I uploaded, which goes through it all in detail. But I will also show you in the next clips the Gym Laco sets I did. So on the Gym Laco flat press, I've recently progressed that to 2 plates per side, so 80 kilos flat pressing, which is, I'm really happy with it. Top set, and then back off is 60, so 1.5 plates per side, which I'm really happy with. So yeah, strong session, feeling good, ready to go home now. I'm definitely hungry. It's 2:45, so I'll be home by 3 o'clock, eating by 3:15, and then ready for an afternoon of work. So yeah, I'll take you to my next meal essentially, which is meal 3. I had oats this morning, 45 grams with 36 grams of whey, 20 grams of peanut butter, and 10 grams of carbs from berries, essentially. That's my meal 1 still. Pretty sure I showed you it on the channel before. Meal 2, the meal I just had, the potatoes, the sausages, the avocados. That's a post-workout. We don't have any fats post-workout. We don't want to slow digestion. We just want to get carbs in. So it's cream of rice with whey and berries on top. Okay, as you can see, it's gone dark now. So post-workout went down that cream of rice, which was 40 grams of cream of rice. I wanted to save some of my carbs, you see. So I meant to have 65 grams of carbs in that post-workout meal. But to get that, I had 40 grams of cream of rice. And then I also had a squares bar. So I had that a little bit later on just to space out a little bit. I'm actually really hungry today. So I definitely wanted to space that out and have that extra snack going in. And then it comes to my meal 4. So the square bar kind of bridges that gap at the moment. And until literally today, meal 4 has been 1 pitta with my tuna. So before I was having a tuna salad, and then now we're kind of having pitta with the tuna in it and a salad on the side. I've decided literally from today, I usually make changes on a Tuesday, it's Wednesday. I've decided after being hungry today and yesterday, I'm gonna start having 2 pittas, which is an extra 25 grams of carbs. So I feel like I always like to increase my carbs in 100 gram bumps realistically. So that's 25 grams and you get that with a pitta. So yeah, appetite's there. I've been holding my weight for weeks now, and that's with me going out and like having quite a lot of plans every weekend. I've been holding my weight. So for me, it's like, I do need to actually start pushing food, because otherwise, you know, I'm not optimizing what I could be in this off season. I'm not growing as much as I could be. So yeah, it's basically just time for me to get a little bit uncomfortable and get to growing. Got these from Tesco actually. So they're a bit expensive to be fair, but they're just like pre-made tuna steak pots, 30 grams of protein in the pot. So you're not messing about with like tin openers and stuff like that. You just literally pull it off and you can put it straight on. Although it does low-key smell like cat food. But yeah, I'm gonna make this all up now. Toast the pittas, add the tuna, add a few salad items, and that is my meal 4. And yeah, just like I say, just get to growing now. Obviously, I've been coaching myself for a good few months now. I've sort of almost maintained for a while. I took myself into a diet phase, and then off the back of that, I've been reversing up very slowly, but it's time now. 16 weeks roughly till prep starts. I do need to start getting my food up and reacting to the fact that not only am I holding my weight, but I'm also getting hungrier. So let's go. Okay, so I suppose just to summarize this video, we are almost a week into the future now. It's now Tuesday, the 29th of October. So yeah, 6 days have passed since I increased my food. My weight has continued to drop. I weighed in at 140.6 pounds this morning. So yeah, it's just probably dropped about a pound in the last week with the food increase. I'm not going to increase my food again just yet, but very soon I will, because obviously I'm just going to start responding a little bit more now. I've very much got into a groove. It's 5 weeks post-diet, and I've very much got into a groove of having these social events on the weekend and managing them so well that, you know, I am continuing to drop weight week on week with reversing my calories up So yeah, it's time that I start pushing food a little bit more now, because obviously the social events are not particularly interrupting my response rate to kind of the extra food and things like that. So, you know, obviously if I was kind of going balls to the wall every weekend and just being silly, then yeah, I would be gaining weight. But because I'm very good at managing social events, so, you know, I very much take part. I have the food, I have the drinks, but I just manage around that. And that's something that you get better at, I think, as you get, you know, further into this. And it's something that I very much try to instill into my clients as well, so that like they have this good balance of, yes, being sort of very disciplined in the sense of, you know, during the week and when there's no plans and when you're at home, you know, very much like, you know, sticking to the plan and hitting your macros and all that good stuff. But then when socials arise, it's not panicking and it's not thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be off plan, how am I going to do this? It's very much learning how to do it in a way that you actually genuinely enjoy yourself and you don't feel guilty afterwards and you don't overthink it beforehand. So yeah, that's that. The weekend just gone was a group photo shoot day for some of my clients. It was an incredible day. The girls really brought out their confidence. Like, it was incredible to see, because obviously usually people are super nervous going into these shoots, and then seeing how confident they got and the posing they were doing and the outfits they wore and how good they felt was really, really nice. And we all went for a meal afterwards, and yeah, again, it's just, for me, it's yeah, just choosing what I want on the menu. I generally wanted the pan fried chicken. It was super nice. I had a dessert after that. I had a cappuccino with it, all the good stuff. And, you know, we just kind of crack on. And this weekend, I mean, I was meant to be going to a party, which has just been cancelled, actually. So I'm not going to Halloween party anymore, but I do have a bonfire night to go to. So yeah, every weekend there's kind of little bits going on, and that's just how life is at the moment for me. Very much a bit of a social butterfly, especially in off season. So, you know, obviously in prep, you have to kind of go to those events and take your Tupperware and whatever it is. And outside of prep, you just join in. It's really simple, honestly. It really, really is. But I think it gets overcomplicated by, you know, people that feel the need to sort of preach a certain way of doing bodybuilding, which involves, you know, being all in sort of thing, which, yeah, for me, doesn't work. For me, having the flexibility and balance in off season is what causes me to want to continue competing, because, you know, I take that step back, and that's very much working for me. And like I say, the reverse is going super well, looking the best I've ever looked, constantly getting comments from people in the gym about, you know, are you dieting? And I'm like, no, I'm actually not, but I'm just filling out my frame now. Like, I'm eating more and my body's really responding well to the extra food, but training hard. I've got more energy for training and putting into my sessions, and yeah, just generally feeling really good at the moment, really happy with everything. And yeah, everything else wise, business wise, going super well. I'm already excited about planning the next group photo shoot. So yeah, that will be starting in January for like a 12-week prep into an April shoot for any existing clients and also new people that want to get involved and have 12 weeks of coaching with myself that leads them to the shoot, so that you get a bit of a taste of what it's like to be coached by me at a discounted rate as well. And then you get the shoot at the end of it. So yeah, that will be launching in January. Aside from that, any general coaching inquiries are always welcome. Any general questions that you might have for me about my own journey, or, you know, my clients, or how I work, or anything like that, please just shoot me a message. Either drop it in the comments below, Instagram as well, which is linked below. Always feel free to reach out to me in the DMs, and I'll be more than happy to hear from anyone. Apart from that, I will keep these videos coming. Obviously, they're not as frequent as they have been in the past, but right now I'm just very, very busy. YouTube isn't my priority, but I do still try and make videos when I can, and, you know, keeping you updated on my off season and how it's going. So for sort of the next couple of months, it will just be very much about me managing this reverse as I have been, building my food up, getting into a really, really good spot to start prepping about February time. And then, of course, the vlogs will get a lot more frequent when prep starts, and they'll certainly be weekly ones across my prep. So you can look forward to that next year. But until then, until my next video, have a lovely day, week, 2 weeks, depending how long I take. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Oh, do not forget to like this video, please. If you got this far, it really does help the channel. Like the video, subscribe if you are new. Ciao for now.